please like and subscribe. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bros.
I'm a Holly girl.
Episode 69.
69.
69.
Yeah.
Nice.
Insert corny joke here.
Right.
Well, before we go any further, Dragon, wave to the people.
Hello.
Yes, dragon.
Hello.
So we brought you on for your vast knowledge of all things blockchain and crypto. So
Oh, I'm out.
don't disappoint people.
You guys made a
Wow, that's a
mistake.
lot of pressure.
You guys made a mistake.
The mistakes were made, Dragon. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. So, also, I've been looking forward to this for a long time, just so everybody knows. But so, just so everybody can tell, things are a little bit different with the podcast today. We are the setup, well, Dragon can't see it yet. He'll have to see it when it comes out. But we've got everybody in their home offices today. And we'll get into that in the good and the bad and the ugly in a little bit. But let us know what you think about the setup, how it looks, what you think maybe we could improve on. And we'll continually kind of look into that. So past
I
that.
forgot to shut off my vibrators.
Yeah, probably good.
Yeah. Wow. Awesome, Dragon. So how's everybody's week?
Went by fast.
Yeah. Still hot in Arizona, huh, Holly?
Yeah. We did get a crazy rainstorm on Tuesday that was unexpected. And I want to say it was welcomed for a little bit, and then I was ready for it to go away because it caused so much damage, because it wasn't just a rainstorm, it was like a typhoon out here. It was crazy. However, it actually, that night, it got down to 70 degrees, and it was magical. Like, I wanted to be outside all night long. However, with rain comes my favorite animal, the frog. And so as I'm outside enjoying this, all I can hear are the mating calls from these frogs.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta go. Because one's
There's
gonna
mating calls?
Yeah, those are mating calls. Like super loud, like that ribbit thing they do. That's a mating call, apparently. And so
Science.
Rip it like that?
yeah, but it's like real deep, like in their throats. And so
Rip it.
yeah. Well, I had to go inside because I knew they were coming after me. I was really scared. So they kind of ruined it, but it did get down to 70 degrees for the first time ever in the summer. So
nice.
That didn't happen to be on Sunday, did it?
no, it was Tuesday.
Oh, see, for us, Sunday was like the most perfect day. It got down into the 60s overnight low. I think it was around 74 degrees at 6 o'clock at night. It was perfect.
Wow.
Like, we've been like praying for that for I don't know how long. And then
Yeah.
it started to climb, and it's going to continue to climb for the next couple days. But I think Monday's supposed to be like 80, so I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, wow,
We'll see.
that's not bad at all. No, we're right back in the, let's see, we're at 109.7 degrees right now.
I don't know where you live. There's
I'm telling you, I think about this every single summer. Why do I live here? What am I thinking? And then here comes fall. And then I'm reminded, okay, fall, winter, spring is amazing. It's just, 4 months out of the year that I suffer. So,
Spicy.
So I'm going to ask you this question. All of you, whoever wants to answer first can. Who out of us is a millionaire now after this last week with all the major movements in crypto? Okay, don't everybody speak at once.
right. I'm like, well, I probably wouldn't be at my office. I'd be far away from this heat.
In Missouri. You'd be in Missouri.
That is the first indicator of me being a millionaire. I wouldn't be doing the podcast from my house.
Has there been a weirder week when it comes to like no movement in crypto? I mean, literally things have moved 1% down. The next day it's up 2%. Next day it's down 1.5%. It's to the point where I'm not even really trying to check my phone because
No.
it's
Yep.
ridiculous.
That's
So,
Yep.
yeah, I say that with sarcasm. Hopefully, people pick up on that. We shall see. But
I think the stock market is relatively the same. I like
Yeah.
stocks a lot. I have fun with them. And I feel like this week, literally, it's been like barely moving, just up and like, yeah. So
yeah, I'm with you 100% on that. So, with that being said, though, what's next? What do you guys think? Why is it so stagnant? Why do you think it's just so? I mean, they talk about sideways trading. This has got to be the prime example of that. What do you guys think?
I think next
Just
is the bull run. It's just when. I think it'll go sideways for a while. In my opinion, it's boring. It's boring.
So, for that guy like me that doesn't know what a while means, what do you look? What are you thinking? Months?
Yeah, I
Spring.
at least 4 months, at least four more months.
I blame the aliens.
You know what? If we could get people
Where's
intergalactically,
Greg?
Yeah.
if you could get people intergalactically to trade crypto, sky's the limit, man. I mean,
There, literally, the
It-
skies.
there you go. You caught that. Good job. So
Have you guys seen that like Peru is being attacked by aliens?
Wait, what?
no,
No.
what?
No.
So you
It's
got to
like a
fill us in.
It's a TikTok thing. Like supposedly there's a village being attacked by aliens, and like the aliens are like ripping people's face off. Like it's
I don't know why my first reaction was to laugh at people's faces getting ripped off, but it was. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, everybody saw it. That's insane. No, Dragon, I have not seen that.
True, right? This is fake news.
yeah, sure.
I don't know.
I saw
Dragon.
videos. I saw like a
TikTok?
Nokia camera, like 1976 camera taking video of an alien.
My God.
Yeah.
So, wait, if you are actually getting to watch aliens attack people in Peru on TikTok, I may have finally found my one reason to have a TikTok account.
Join TikTok.
Yeah,
Right?
No, TikTok is good as long as you don't click on weird stuff,
Well, I
and then
can't-
you'll just
I
get
can't
the real
promise that.
stuff like aliens and all that, like Greg's stuff.
Greg. Speaking of Greg, I think we need to address that he's not present.
Well, I was going to get into that when we have our little segment, Cryptic Corner.
Aw.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh, that's okay.
yeah.
So we'll push pause on that because I
Yeah,
think most
let's
people
do it.
that probably watch this, they probably realize Greg isn't here. And we'll get
Right.
into that and maybe explain that just a little bit in Cryptic Corner. But before we do that, how about we...
Is he in Peru? Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. What were you saying?
Is he in Peru?
True.
No, in Peru. I thought you said for real. No, he's not in Peru. So
He's fighting aliens.
we're going to hit the good, bad, the ugly. Then we'll start talking to Dragon. And then we will go with Holotivity, Caleb's Choice, and a very special Cryptic Corner today. So you guys ready?
We're ready.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
All right. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So, as we mentioned earlier, not a lot of exciting stuff going on in the crypto world, but something a little bit near and dear to me, I had to put down as the good. So, CrowSwap, which we've talked about a ton, was on the Kronos network, is now called Diamond Swap. And guess what network they're going to be on?
Ooh, Ethereum.
Yeah, and BSC.
Oh, and both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
Wow.
are moving. They have shut down actually where they're at right now for anybody that doesn't know or is not invested, or maybe you are invested, you're not sure what's going on. They have shut down all the pools, all the farms, all the things that went with their CrowSwap. And what they're doing is they're putting that in everyone's wallet. They're giving everybody the rewards right now. Everyone is to hold as they take snapshots, and then they're going to start moving or take that snapshot. And then when everything gets to where it needs to be, they're going to drop tokens, the native token in the new swap. So I'm looking forward to this because from what they've said on their Discord, part of the problem with what they had going on was that CrowSwap wasn't, or not CrowSwap, but the Kronos network was not being real cooperative with a lot of things they were trying to do. And there was very little volume going on because people were having to bridge everything. And it was just kind of a nightmare. And we've told everybody 1,000 times, at least Caleb and Greg and I have, that this is our favorite swap. And they said, why not go head to head with PancakeSwap? So I'm looking forward to this. Now, when it's going to happen, I don't know, but the tone of Discord makes it sound like it's going to be sooner than later. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty excited about it. And then
Yeah. Well,
go ahead.
I did see Hank tweeting out some stuff about diamond swap. Is that what it's called? And I was like, well, what is this? So I started looking into it, and I only saw the Ethereum side. I didn't see that they were launching on BSC2. I thought just Ethereum. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and I think what's going to be really cool about it too, because they have, kind of like when we talked about Vitreous last week, they also have a bunch of nodes and things like that. And part of the reason why I asked her how many nodes can you buy is because their rule was 100 per wallet. And so the big question was, what are you going to do with all the nodes that are on the Kronos network? And they haven't figured that out yet, but they did say when they do, it'll be a 1-for-1 swap. So I personally, who have a lot of nodes, am excited to see how that all goes down. And I feel like this is how it's going to jumpstart. And I think they'll be in a very good position whenever the bear market finally ends. So that had to be the good for me. So
yeah, I agree. That's a good one. Yeah.
The bad. So this is where we're going to get into a little bit about where we're at with our 4 little boxes and Greg not being here, sort of. That's going to become more in Cryptic Corner. But, excuse me. So over 68 episodes, we had a studio. And we paid for that studio. And we had to move studios and all this stuff. And finally, we were like, you know what? It's time to not have any more out-of-pocket expense. We don't want the quality to suffer necessarily or anything like that, but we aren't looking to throw hundreds of dollars a month at just a space. Like, I'm okay with putting money into the podcast and buying equipment and stuff like that, but we just kind of finally got to the point where we can't do that. So we were hoping to already be monetized by this point. That didn't happen, and that's fine. But at some point, we had to be smart, and we had to be able to figure out where to cut some costs. And so the studio was that. So the good side of the bad of the ugly might be that now you might get to see a little bit more of our personalities come through in our backgrounds, kind of like Holly. Caleb's got a lot of little knickknacks on his shelf. As you can see, I'm a movie nut. And got some sports movie posters up there, and my Christmas Story lamp that's back there. So, but just part of kind of turning things to where it makes more sense, because real life, that one commodity that none of us get any more of also is time, and with it being able to be in our homes, then we're able to spend more time with our family and other extracurricular activities. So that's kind of where we're at, and it's not really bad. It's just that with all the sideways movement in the market, I kind of thought this might be a good time to tell people why things look different. So
Okay.
that's where we're at. The
River right here.
is that River that was barking?
Yeah.
So River's tried to transition to being a farm dog to being a city dog. Well, not really a city, but a small town dog. and he's not a big fan. So
Oh.
it's every time I go over there, he like looks at me and like, "Are you going to take me for a ride and take me back to the farm?" But River also is a little bit older, so I think small town life may be good for him. But we'll see.
Yeah. Yep.
So the ugly. I think this one's super obvious, and I think maybe everybody can get behind this. At least I think 3 out of the 4 of us can get behind this. But the ugly's got to be Dragon. So Dragon
Wow.
is
Dang.
just this dude
Oh,
that just shows up and he kind of mooches kills and still steals kills on Fortnite from me all the time.
oh my.
And he's always
Okay.
trying to bust me on poker, and he's just kind of my arch nemesis. And so I can't think of anything better than Dragon as being the ugly. Do you have a defense for your actions, Dragon?
So I remember this one time
Uh-oh.
in Fortnite.
Uh-oh. Oh, I know what he's going to say. Oh, go ahead.
Josh was driving around in a truck, getting shot up by multiple people, and he eventually ended up getting away. And so he jumped out, and he jumped out with the truck moving, and he jumped out in front of the truck, and the truck ran him over.
It killed me. So it was, yeah. So it was an epic fight, and Dragon went down. I think you were down, right, Dragon? Because you went down, and you were like, just run, and I'm like, okay. And I got to this truck. I had like 14 health, and I get out of there. Truck's on fire, and I'm thinking, but got away from everybody, and so there was only going to be like me versus one other team because everybody had converged on this one area. And so I think there was a chest or a health pot or something. So I just instinctively exited the vehicle and it ran over me and we got like third. I just died. So
Man.
no.
When are you guys all 3 gonna play together and video it?
We need to. We really need to. Yeah.
So that's the second part of the ugly, actually, Caleb. So good call is that we have not played, the 3 of us together.
No, I've only played with Josh, and then I've played separately with Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so ugly.
You weren't available that day when I played with Dragon because we tried to get you, and you're like, I'm.
That's true. I wasn't even home. So I think here, right on the podcast, we set a date for Sunday night at, let's go 7:30 your guys' time.
That works.
7:30. Yeah, perfect.
All
All
right.
right, I'm on my calendar right now.
Pinky swear.
Let's get some 5-year-olds.
Yeah, we'll go kill some 5-year-olds. Better edit that out. But in all seriousness, though, I feel like we've met a lot of cool people in this space. But when it comes to like actually getting to know them, like outside of Twitter, Dragon, I know that I give you a hard time about everything, but for real, like you are one of the most genuine people I think I've ever met on this space. And that does spill over to us playing video games together and playing poker together. And we have never met in real life, but I have a feeling someday that's going to happen too. But you are one of those guys that I think that we can truly call a friend. And I don't mean that in any disrespect to anybody else we've ever had on here, but I'm not sure there's anybody that's ever been on the podcast that I've spent more real lifetime with, even though it's still over the internet. So don't let your kids get jealous, Dragon, all right? But with that being said, let's go into Dragon. Let's ask Dragon a few questions. You guys ready?
Oh.
Is Dragon ready?
Dragon, are you ready?
Well, I need to explain what 69 is to Chris Vaughn. He asked me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I got this Barbie doll, and then I got this pony.
A few moments later.
All right,
Let's
so
go.
Dragon, quick question.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, we I don't know how much we got snipped out of that, but we got the little standby button there, the little 5-second delay button.
Yeah.
Tell us about your hat.
My hat.
Yeah.
So this is a Chris Bond hat. One of our merch that we're coming out with. We also have a Chris Bond shirt. I don't know if you can
Sweet.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And
It's nice.
yeah, like I've been having some like real life issues, so I had to like stop with chaotic and a lot of my social stuff. So I've been mainly with Chris,
Yeah.
working with Chris. Um, next month I get to see Chris in Portugal.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about
Oh,
that.
wow. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be a first time leaving the country, not counting Mexico. But
Cool.
What are you going for? Just to visit?
I'm gonna visit, and then Chris got invited with the XRP X Punks
Oh,
people.
no.
Yeah.
He got invited to it's like a get together, and it's like a party. He's gonna be a DJ there.
Oh,
Wow.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that part. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh.
It's gonna be in Amsterdam. It's gonna be like the biggest penthouse in Amsterdam.
You gonna
Wow.
live stream it?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
was thinking of
if I don't
doing
get a FaceTime call while you're in Portugal and going to Amsterdam in this party, I'm gonna be upset.
Right. Wow.
That's awesome. So I guess maybe even a bigger question then is how come I don't have a Chris Vaughn white hat yet?
Jeez.
Wow.
Okay, I'll get on it. I'll start yelling at people.
Dang.
No,
I want a white shirt.
A white
Holly,
shirt?
this isn't about you. This is just about me right now, okay?
I'm the merch person. I
Yeah.
love merch with all my heart. It's like my favorite thing in the whole world.
You do have
So-
way cooler merch than I do. But
Did you guys do it on purpose to put me on 69 episode?
Yeah.
what? I don't know.
Is there a reason?
I don't know anything about that. I don't know why that would ever even come up in conversation. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're implying there, Dragon. I don't know.
I have a joke. So,
Okay.
what's the problem with the number 6.9?
I heard
I
this one.
I don't know.
It's a good time, but there's a period between.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God!
Dragon.
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay, so I'm going to change the subject. So you talked about Chris and the hat and what everything he's got going on, and we've had him on here, but also he's kind of got a soft spot in our hearts because our new logos and banners and things like that were made by Chris just out of kindness, just because he wanted to help. We reached out when he came on. He said, "Hey, if there's ever anything I can do, let me know." And so we reached out because we didn't know who else to talk to. And I said, "I don't know what this should cost, but whatever that is, you let us know and we'll figure that out." And he goes, "No, it would be my honor. I'm not charging you anything." And not only did he make what you can see on the screen right now, he made like 6 different variables of it. Like there's different colors, different shades, and it was all awesome. So I think we've got everything changed over because it was way better than what we had. But I always am super appreciative of Chris. He's always been very kind. He's always been very genuine to us. And so I know we've said thanks on here before, but since you brought that up, I thought I would say thank you again because it does mean a lot to us. We do appreciate that. So
He's awesome. He's
Yes.
sometimes too kind.
I
Sometimes-
think that may be why he's so busy. Because
Yeah.
he seems to be busy
Yeah.
all the time. He's got to remember to take a little bit of time for himself. But he is a great dude. So tell us, when does the merch launch? When can people get their hands on that stuff?
Soon. Hopefully, I want to say in like a couple months, somewhere in between.
I was looking for like an exact time of day and
Yeah.
the date, Dragon.
Yours is coming tomorrow, John.
I need to start yelling and getting stuff going.
No, I
It's
just
just that it's getting like just how everyone is. It's slow. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
everything's slow, and then it takes money. So we'll try
True.
to get there.
yeah.
We're
So
getting there.
on a different note, is there anything new coming out? Anything that we don't know about, or maybe that you just want to kind of set up or let people know that may not know? Maybe hype something up.
So just with the merch, we talked about this, but I don't think people get how big it's gonna be.
Agreed.
But it's gonna have a NFC chip,
Mm-hmm.
and so every shirt is gonna be unique. And then just with the we're gonna have like an app. You just point it at the clothing, and it'll pick up the chip, and then it'll just come up in 3D on your screen, and then you'll have it as a NFT also. Whatever merch you got, you'll have it as a NFT. You can use it in the metaverse. It's gonna be huge. It's a lot of
Pretty
work,
cool.
and Chris is working his butt off, working on that.
Is
He's
any
working on like 1,000 things at the same time.
Yeah. Is there anything else out there like that?
No, there's talk of trying to get it.
'Cause
Kind of like Nike has those shoes,
yes, I
which
just
are
saw
kind
about
of
that.
AR with the app and all that. It's pretty cool. It's gonna be like similar like that.
Cool. So one of the things too that I didn't know if you would touch on it or not, but he does workshops too. So
Mm-hmm.
my brother, not Caleb, but my other brother, real brother, not Greg, he is kind of
Fellow
new into
rapper.
the space, and we got him a misfit so he could play some poker because he's a poker player like we are, and different things, and that's kind of where it started. And then he started attending a bunch of spaces. I think he was at a workshop that Chris had last Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, and it has learned a ton of different things that's going on. And I just kind of wanted the people to know that if you jump in that Discord, those announcements are all the time, and it's free. Like
Mm-hmm.
Chris puts these on so people can understand what's happening, and he doesn't charge anybody any money for it. And
Yep.
is he going to continue to do that? Do you know? Is that his game
Oh yeah,
plan?
that's his main top of the list. His main goal.
Okay.
He doesn't want to get like rich or anything. It's more educating. Letting whatever questions you have or on blockchain, anything tech, he knows.
Yeah.
Even music, you want music, and he knows everything.
That
And
is,
he
he's
loves
Pretty
multi-talented.
teaching.
cool.
That's his, yeah.
He really is. He really is.
Because I'm telling you, the guy is a super good poker player, but when he hosts a
Oh
poker
yeah.
tournament, I'm pretty sure that he loses on purpose so that he doesn't
Oh
win
yeah.
his own prize. Because I can kind of tell it gets to that point, and I'm like, no, Chris doesn't play poker like that. And then he does, but I'm like, oh, this is a DeFi elitism tournament. Of course, you know. So his kindness does run pretty deep, and a lot of people talk about that sort of thing, but with Chris, it's always in his actions too. I mean, he's
Yep.
Yeah.
always doing things for people, and I'm sure that we aren't the only people he's reached out to and helped. When it came to graphic design or whatever it may be, but that he's pretty awesome, and I'm gonna guess it's got to be pretty awesome to be part of what's going on.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
How much? How
Oh yeah.
much?
I'm super lucky to have him as a friend.
Because you guys got to meet. For anybody that doesn't know, you guys got to meet out in New York,
Oh yeah.
and what happens in New York stays in New York. So we won't go too far into that. But kind of like our Vegas trip, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except for the pictures
No,
we chose
this
to
is
post.
yeah.
Right.
This is how nice Chris is. Like he was like throwing all his clothes at me because I'm just like a casual person and don't have fancy stuff, and he takes out like all this clothes and he starts throwing it at me. He's like, "Oh, I have this, bro. take this, bro. And then he also even, I was like, oh, dude, your Apple Watch band is cool. I need one. He's like, oh, here, I'll take it apart and you can have it. No.
You're
awesome.
legit, like, shirt off his back type of person.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
literally.
Like legit, yeah.
That's awesome, though. Those people-
That is awesome.
Yeah,
So
I love him. He's amazing.
so with that being said, then Dragon, I give you opportunity. Is there anything else that you want to touch base on? We're not going to torture you too bad today because we don't have a taste test. But is there anything else when it comes to DeFi elitism or anything you got going on that you want to talk about before we move on?
No, I think pretty good.
Okay. Sounds like a
When's
plan.
your, when's your trip to Missouri?
Yeah, win Missouri.
Oh yeah. I need monies.
Oh, okay. Me too.
Next bull run.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year. Now I'm traveling. Like going to New York. That was the first time on a plane.
Yeah.
So that just shows how much I've been traveling. So well, this year has been. Oh no, I've been on a plane before, but I didn't land in it because I jumped off it. I was
Oh.
skydiving.
It's like you're still in the sky. What's happening?
You told us about that the last podcast.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I'm good for sure. We'll try next year. I
Well-
already ran out of vacation.
Well, here's the deal. So we had a trip scheduled for our first anniversary. I'm pretty sure there'll be one for the second one. So no,
Oh yeah.
no going to New York that weekend, Dragon. You
Okay.
have to meet up with us.
Okay.
Yes.
I want to do the tortilla challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be so much fun with you. As long as I get to be the opponent.
No.
Who won that? I don't even remember who won the tortilla challenge. Was it Greg?
I
Holly. I
think
think Holly's.
Greg.
Greg.
Well, I lost to Greg because I hit him. I actually
Yeah.
Oh,
slapped
that's
him,
right.
spit out. But I was
Yeah.
I was the reigning champion at rock paper scissors, no matter what. So yeah, I should have won that, but I couldn't. I can't believe I actually slapped him.
So
Like
I
slapped him.
just remembered how that went down. You beat Caleb,
Mm-hmm.
then Greg beat you, and
Yeah,
then
and then
Greg beat me because I chose to spit my water all over him. He hit me one time and I just went, I just spit it all over him. So I do remember that. So that's on video on our channel somewhere. So
yeah, it's one of my favorite
It's
videos.
hilarious.
Caleb, are you ready to ask us some, or no, I almost skipped Holly. I'm so sorry, Holly.
I didn't do it last week.
I know. See, that got me all screwed up. So Holly, the floor is yours.
So today's Holitivity is brought to you again by King Six. I know that I highlighted him last year, but I feel like he deserves to be highlighted all the time. The other day he tweeted, "Hang around people long enough and you will become like them. Choose your friends and the company you keep to empower, uplift, encourage you, and knows your worth, and not downgrade, put you down, or make you feel worthless."
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
good stuff.
That one really, every single tweet kind of hits home for me from him, because he just, like, his tweets just are so uplifting and just good advice, like everyday advice, right? And it's really ironic that I chose this one because I used to be a very strong, I used to strongly be against the "you are the company you keep" phrase. I hated it. I always was like, no, you're not, you're your own person. And so as I have been on this journey of Twitter, I have started believing more and more that you really are the people you hang around with on Twitter. And I see it all the time. And so this one just really kind of hit the nail on the head for me because Twitter has been very out of control. I am choosing to kind of stay away, keep my distance as much as I can, at least, to the people that I know I shouldn't even, mind. So King is always just that uplifting guy that if you need that pick me up or something, just go to his page and you'll find something there that will help you. And so thanks, King. You are just one. I was supposed to highlight him 2 weeks ago with technical difficulties. So he's probably like, well, is she going to use it? Because
she psyched me out.
Yeah.
Round of applause.
Yeah. Yes, King, you are amazing. We appreciate you. Always, a pleasure with him.
I have one issue with King.
Uh-oh.
With his tagging. Jesus. He's a great tag, but man, all the tags he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We've actually been tagged in a bunch of stuff this week, not necessarily just from King, but I go on my notifications like, what is this? Just over and over and over again. But I was going to touch on something you said, Holly, real fast before we get to Caleb's choice. The problem with Twitter or X or whatever, I'll probably always call it Twitter.
Yeah.
Is real though, because I have seen so many people take a break. And I don't mean for like a day. Yeah. I mean like for like a month or even longer, to where when they come back, I'm like, how long have you been gone? And I quit tweeting in April or whatever it may be. So hopefully, I mean, part of the reason we ever even started this segment was to sort of spread that positivity. Hopefully people just start being a little bit nicer to one another. There is no reason. I mean, if Holly, you and I didn't get along, we just wouldn't interact. I'm not gonna.
It's simple.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, you guys. I was thinking about this, but and the trolls and like how they pick and choose when they want to come out to play, right? Mm-hmm. And it's just funny to me because the people who don't like you, and how they ignore every tweet that you put out there, except maybe one that triggered them to, this is the one. I'm going to twist your words and make it sound like you're the bad guy when actually it wasn't even about them to begin with. And so I found that that's when, like, you want to come on my page now, just because, but never once have you ever commented or said anything to me any other time, but because you could potentially twist my words to make it sound like I'm a terrible person, you took that opportunity, and that just is shame on you. Shame on you, because if you knew me at all, like, the word on the streets is that I'm better than everybody else, that I think I'm better than everybody else. And I'm just like, if you knew me at all, you would know it's completely opposite. Completely.
So at the risk of getting a lot of bad comments, you don't think you're better than yourself and than everybody else?
Right. It's just
no.
She says she's better on Fortnite than all of us.
Yeah, but never shows up to prove it, so we don't know.
It's just, Twitter is exhausting, or X, and if you need a break, take a break.
Yeah,
or
for sure.
I mean, I honestly have just kind of kept my circle very tight, and those are the people that I'll communicate. I'll be cordial with you, don't you worry, all the time. But
bless your heart. That's what that sounded like.
Bless your heart. But I'm not going to necessarily, call you my friend anymore, because a lot of people have proved very differently in the last couple of months, and so that's okay, because I know the people like I hold very close. And I'm thankful for those people. So those are the people I need to turn my focus and attention on, not these people who don't know who I am as a person. And if you don't know by now, there's nothing I could do for you.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Holly. So, and for anybody that thinks any of that's dramatic or anything like that, I've actually seen it for some of the most positive things, and all of a sudden it turned sour because somebody took that as an opportunity to try to take a shot at you, and it's nasty, and we're just not going to be a part of it. So
Nope.
if we start ignoring you, or all of a sudden you can't get into certain things, or we just don't respond to any of your comments, it's just because we don't care enough.
It's time for Caleb's choice.
His choice.
His rules.
All right,
But
Caleb,
it's
you're up.
All right.
What do you got for us today?
I'm going to do something a little different today.
Oh,
I've
man.
got 10
Uh-oh.
questions out here. I'm just let you guys pick a number between 1 through 10.
fun.
Oh
And
no.
then, yeah.
Dragon, you're the guest. You pick a number first.
7.
Number 7. Let's see. Okay, would you rather have cheap ice cream in an ice cream cone or fancy ice cream in a bowl?
Fancy ice cream in a bowl.
Okay.
Ditto.
I'm cheap in
ice
a
cream
cone.
on ice cream cone.
I love the cone.
I- Love the cone is the best part of the ice
Yeah,
cream.
I agree. Yeah.
Well, I will tell you, the ice cream that's in drumsticks is really nasty, but the drumstick part is actually really good, and that's the only reason I'll ever buy one. I don't buy them very often because ice cream is
Because
nasty.
it's chocolate
but
coated.
sometimes,
Yeah.
but I would rather have good ice cream. I'm a
I
dragon.
don't
on
really
this.
like ice cream, so
I'm-
Yeah.
the only ice cream I eat is like cookies and cream, like that
Oh, yeah.
that one, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's
What
it.
was the first part you said? You don't really like ice cream?
Yeah, I don't really like it.
That's what he said.
Are you drunk?
No.
Huge fan of ice cream either.
Also, we're gonna have.
kombucha.
I saw that.
there you go.
We're gonna have connectivity problems here real fast if this goes south any further than it already has.
Are you threatening?
Well, I'm sure you've heard my daughter scream for ice cream.
Yes. I gotta tell you guys something real fast here. One of the funniest things about playing Fortnite with Dragon is his youngest daughter will try to say something funny, and normally it probably is, but it's not funnier to anybody but herself. Like, she starts laughing before she can get it out, and her laugh is hilarious. And I will spend minutes killing people while we just laugh because his daughter is just going crazy. But yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome.
Oh.
Awesome.
Yes. Yeah, this week she's been I've been trying to potty train her, and she's been excited with that.
Oh,
And that's like the story she comes in and tells me when we're playing.
Yeah, I've heard a
awesome.
couple of those stories this week. Holly, you get the next pick.
I'm gonna go with 5.
Ooh, George Pratt.
5. Where's it at? All right. Do you believe in giving people second chances? And what's the point of stopping giving? Like, is there an end to that?
Ooh.
After the second chance, you give them a third and fourth chance, or
Holly.
I
the hard one? That
Okay, so it's so crazy because I hate this about myself, but it's probably a good thing. But yes, I give people multiple chances because I believe that people can change. And do I ever stop? Oh God, I wish I would sometimes. But I mean, it's like, you know, that shame on, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep, shame on me a million times because I do believe people can change. I've seen it before, but I've also seen the flip side where no, they haven't changed one bit. They're still the
Yeah.
same, jerk that they were. But yeah, I do. I can't help it. Like, you guys, I am like if somebody just comes to me and says, Holly, look, let's talk, I will be like, okay, we're good. Like, I probably won't approach you, but if you approach me and say, I'm sorry, this is what I did, I end up apologizing too for no reason, and we're like best friends again. It's the
Yeah.
worst. You could probably, people, I guess I'd be called what, a pushover? I kind of am. I hate it, but.
Dragon, what
I'm
about
trying
you?
to see the.
Oh, sorry, Caleb. Go ahead.
Most of the time, no. I don't give. Like, my belief I go by. I treat people the way I want to be treated, and everyone has respect. Like everyone starts with respect for me. Like I'll do anything for you,
Yeah.
but once you like kill it, I'm not gonna waste my time with you.
It's over.
Like
Yeah.
it's like yeah.
And
I
see,
just
I fall somewhere in the middle of that. Like, it kind of depends on the severity of what happened for me to like
yeah, it
lose my
kind of
trust in
depends. Yeah.
you. If you came over and killed my dog, yeah, I'm probably not going to talk to you ever again. But like, if you took a quarter off of my kitchen counter, yeah, we can have a conversation about that, right? Like, it'll be okay. But it's really weird because I always thought that growing up that people didn't deserve second chances. And as the older I get, the more lenient I am to giving them those second chances. But there usually is not a third chance. That the third, there has to be a limit because then I'm wasting my time, I'm wasting my family's time, my friends' time, that sort of stuff. So that's kind of where I land on that. What about you, Caleb? You didn't answer the first one, I don't
Not
think.
yet. Yeah, I did. I answered first. Ice cream cone.
Oh yeah, cone. Sorry.
He's the cold.
Um,
Weirdo.
always try to see the good in everybody, so I give them multiple chances, even though I get burned a lot. So
That's true.
Wait,
He's
I
so-
not
gotta work.
lying.
I gotta work on that.
You gotta find that middle ground a little bit, I think, Caleb. But we
Yeah.
love you for it anyway. So
I'm still growing up.
yeah. All right,
You
I'll
still
pick.
have a lot to grow.
Yeah.
uh,
Right.
not taller though. He doesn't need to grow any taller. So
All right,
I'll
Josh.
pick number one.
The first one I wrote was, where's it at? Okay, when you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Third baseman for the Kansas City Royals.
Dang.
Wham, bam, bam. You guys are going to die laughing with mine.
It didn't happen, in case anybody was wondering.
Right. Mine's more realistic, but so crazy. I swear to you guys, and I mean, my family can attest to this. I wanted to be a cash register girl at Walmart when I grew up.
I think you told me that one time,
I do remember
Holly.
that, yeah.
I think you did say that once. That's
Yep,
hilarious.
That's my retirement. I'm going to retire and be a cash register girl at Walmart one day.
You do that, I'm showing up with a camera and we're putting that on YouTube.
Yeah. I bet that's entertaining. Like with all the crazies that go in there.
No.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and there's something about I kid you not, like there's something about cash registers that I absolutely love. Like when I was little, my grandparents bought me a real cash register, and I have it still to this day. But yeah, I love them. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the buttons. I can't tell you what it is. I love them.
Huh.
So weird. I know, but yes.
What about you, Dragon? What'd you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a fish and game warden and a professional soccer player.
At the same time. Wow.
That's cool.
That's a busy
I
life.
don't know why, but that was it.
So
But
did you
like my dream like right now is working at a pizza place. I don't know why.
Oh,
Or
fun.
like owning that.
Like your
Like
own
I
little
love
pizza shop.
yeah, like a pizza shop.
Yeah,
Oh, that's kind of cool.
that would be cool.
maybe we can go into business together, Dragon.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
But I'm not moving to California.
No, yeah, don't do that.
What was your dream, Caleb?
Working at a zoo. I want to be a zookeeper.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
that's a cool one.
Yeah.
I want
Oh,
to take that one. Never mind. I want
Okay,
to
we can all work at the zoo together.
So
It's so crazy that, like, with all the I've loved animals since I was tiny. Like, I've always had animals in my life. You would think that would be, I would be more along the animal line, but yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Walmart.
Walmart it is, guys.
So the sad part of this whole story is the fact that none of us grew up to be what we wanted to be.
Mm-mm.
We
Great.
still do it. We're still growing.
I mean, I could still
You're so good.
probably go right now and I could have a side job as a cash register girl at Walmart.
Yeah.
But no, that doesn't sound fun right now. Maybe
I
when
think
I,
it counts as a zoo also.
oh yeah, I would.
Gotcha. So, Caleb,
Yeah.
you going to pick one, or are we going to Holly's question?
We'll go to Holly. That was 3, so we'll go to Holly.
All right.
Okay, you ready for this one?
Let's do it.
Have you ever lied to a priest, preacher, or holy man?
Okay.
I
Just
don't,
like,
You guys are all like,
I don't think so.
I don't think so, but
Maybe. You know what? Yes, because at one point my dad was a preacher. So
oh
well,
shit.
yeah,
that's true.
oh,
There you
So
go.
yes,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon, got any confessions to
Uh,
make?
As it goes black.
Static.
no, I don't think so.
Okay, Holly.
I
Yeah.
absolutely have. You guys, so the thing is I grew up, in a religion, and we went to church all the time, and within that you have to talk to the bishop. And I always, since I was little, I was like, he's not gonna know my business. He's gonna look at me different and judge me. I'm not telling him, so I lied a lot. I'm not proud of it, but I didn't need the bishop to know that I was, 15 years old drinking. Like, I was so scared to tell him, or I stole my parents' car and, like,
Wow.
hot-rodded it. Like, I was really bad back then. Like, I mean,
Confession time.
Yeah, what if
That's
he's
why
watching?
God didn't make you a.
I was not going to disappoint my bishop, you guys, so I lied instead. I'm sorry, like, this is so bad. This is so bad.
I hope your mom doesn't watch this.
Oh, she knows. But she yeah.
They always know, Holly.
Bishop was my grandpa.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't need to know. He didn't need to know some stuff.
That's
Yeah.
why God didn't let you have your dream job.
Right.
True.
Maybe. Yeah.
I think that's exactly what it was.
That's what
No
it
one
was
will
right
be
there,
you.
you guys.
What's your punishment?
Yeah. No
Okay.
Walmart. You, Holly.
All right, are you guys ready for Cryptic Corner without Greg? Oh, did Caleb not answer?
No. Poor Caleb. We're really mad.
I agreed with Josh.
Yeah, I thought,
Oh.
yeah, because we
Yeah.
have the same dad, remember?
We have the
Okay.
same dad. We're brothers.
We really are
What were
brothers.
the lies?
Oh my goodness.
So are you guys ready for Cryptic Corner without Greg?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay. So on today's Cryptic Corner, I'm going to give you some facts. Then I'm going to give you the chance to respond to these facts and see if this is a real conspiracy theory or if we think this is the truth. So let me give you some facts.
Okay.
So there's a man by the name of Greg who's normally on this podcast.
Okay.
He's not here today. Okay. We can all agree with that, right? He's not hiding.
No.
Was he here last week?
No. Yes.
So
Yes.
last week, yes.
He was here last week, but the week before that, we didn't have a
No.
podcast, did we?
No.
No
Oh.
podcast.
And why not?
Because of Greg.
Greg.
He's fighting the aliens in Peru.
Yeah, so Greg wasn't here that week either. And there is a conspiracy theory going around, and the more and more I think about this, I think it makes sense that Greg's not real.
Oh,
Now, here's some arguments for this conspiracy theory of why Greg's not real. He's
He's
missed
AI?
2 out of the last 3 podcasts. Who's the one person out of this group every week that has no issue with what we do on the taste test? Greg.
oh my.
He
God.
likes what was the nasty stuff that we had. Oh, he liked the squid. He liked the drinks. He's
Dill
like,
pickle.
the only thing I think he said he didn't like was sour pickle balls, but I think he might have been lying. I think he may have liked those too. So we have really bad reactions and like start sweating and want to throw up, and he's sitting there eating more taking
Yeah.
this. He ate space food 3 days after it was expired, and he didn't die. He didn't even get sick. So, who's the quirkiest out of the four of us?
Greg.
Greg. So, I hear this conspiracy theory that Greg may not be a real person. And I got to tell you, it's starting to make a little bit of sense.
It really is.
He's a lizard person.
He might be a lizard person fighting aliens in Peru.
And you
His
can yell
family.
if you're on the plane to Portugal. You could say, "This mother effer isn't real."
Hey, does anybody know? Does anybody know where Greg was when that happened?
No.
Me either. Just saying.
I'm
Could've-
pretty sure in one of the episodes I saw his eye go like sideways, like blink
He
sideways.
blinked sideways. I'm pretty sure I've
Yeah.
seen that a couple times too.
Go back and check that out.
So what do you guys think? Is Greg real, or is he really a lizard person fighting aliens in Peru?
I'm gonna go with the latter. Mm-hmm.
A
Think
lizard
he's
person?
fighting him in Peru, or do you think he's?
Yep,
Okay.
lizard person.
Maybe he's the aliens they're fighting in Peru.
Ah, that's his family coming
Maybe
back.
his kind is coming back.
No, because they're too tall.
Dang.
Well,
Well, he got me there. I can't debate that one, Dragon. I can't debate that one at all. So think about that. Do some research on that. We'll see if Greg's here next week or not. And maybe if he is, he can speak and argue the point that he is real. But this week's Cryptic Corner is the question of, is Greg real? So
If you comment below.
comment
Next
below. Let us
episode,
know.
have, Caleb cut him a little bit and see what color blood.
See if he bleeds.
See if do
All
you
right, I'll
bleed
do that.
your own blood?
like, all right, cool, I'll do it.
I was thinking about throwing water on him, like a movie Signs, where not cutting him open with a knife,
Right.
Just a little slit.
just a little bit. Okay, just cut him a
Just
little
scratch
bit.
him like a nail scratch. Just go. Boop.
Well,
Right.
we may have to get to the bottom of this. So, well, guys, it's been fun. Dragon, thank you for coming on. We appreciate you.
Thank
we
you.
do genuinely care for you and call you a friend. And I'll see you probably online in a couple days.
Oh yeah.
Sunday.
Sunday.
I say that, and I'm trying to be a better person. I promise you, I'll be there. I don't know if Holly's
shot.
going to be there or not.
Throwing Holly under the bus.
I put it on the calendar. So I will be there.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
Me
Guys, have a great weekend, and God bless.
You too. Bye.
I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.